Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations and welcome to today's live stream. We are making some Lampwork glass beads. Do it, baby? All right. I've been a nasty girl. I've been a nasty girl. I'm just getting some stuff tidied up. I have not made Lampwork glass since like February, so we're gonna see how this goes. I hope I don't blow myself up or anything. Kind of nervous. Okay. Oof, let's see if we can get our goggles on. So one of the first things that we're going to be doing today is repairing one of our mushroom pendants that we sold, I think, last year at Anime St. Louis. And somebody brought back to us, well, the lady who had purchased it brought it back to us. And so I'm going to be repairing it today. Now, I'm pretty excited about that. Hey, Anika, how's it going? How are you doing today? And so we'll need to, I'm going to make a couple of beads just to knock the rust off. Which today I am making some of these Caribbean Sea, I think is the name of the glass, but it's I think they're gorgeous. So I'm going to try to get a couple of sets of that made for us listing on the website. Hey baby, thank you. Hey Sherry over on YouTube, how are you doing today? Let me get this plugged in. There's that. And now we've got everybody messages right there. Excellent. Hey, Cat and Cauldron. Work and lurk. Very good. All right. And we already had to swap out the propane tank because the first one was empty. And now it smells like propane out on the porch. So I'm nervous, but here we go. Let's see. That is the propane one. There we go. That's what I get for leaving my torch sit. There we go. And there's our oxygen. There we are. Easing into it. I'm kind of timid today, seeing as how it's my first time lamp working in a little bit. Ugh, instantly sweaty. Today I'm lazy doing nothing and it's nice. Ooh, nice. Don't tell anybody, right? Hey, Mary Hart, how's it going? Oh my God, yay, another stream. Yeah, I'm really liking streaming on Mondays and Tuesdays. Okay, so this is the glass that we're going to be using. Let me see if my mandrels are ready. I dipped them this morning. I've been a nasty girl. I've been a nasty, nasty girl. Is this a good angle for y'all? I hope. Just stopped in to say a quick hello. Oh, well, thanks for popping in. Are you selling the skirt you showed us? I'm so sorry to be misleading. That skirt sold back in September. I just now got around to editing and posting the video that I'd gotten of it. But the good news is we have 5 more blanks on the way, and I'm going to be tie-dyeing up 5 more skirts in a similar and different. Each one's going to be one of a kind of that tie-dye pattern. But I love that skirt, Hawk. I really do. And I've been contacted by a few folks actually now about like really liking that skirt. So I'm going to have to get a couple more made. Okay. So do feel free to comment and stuff, but I'm not going to be able to check in on the messages as much. So I'm just going to check in between beads. I've been a nasty girl. Oh, it's fun to be back at the torch, though, I tell you what. Save one for me? Okay. I'll do my best. So just practicing, wrapping some glass. I want to keep my mandrel nice and level. I want to heat the glass up without it being too hot. Like I don't want it to go scuzzy or be bubbling on me. Now let's get that melted in just a little. And also, I'm really glad to be fitting in some more glasswork before it gets so warm that it's too hot to do glasswork. Like once we've turned on the air conditioners in the house, it's too warm to do glasswork. I aspire to one day have a separate glass studio or a room in a school if that goes well. Which no new developments on that. We're still, now it's just a matter of waiting and essentially fundraising. So that's why today I'm working on making stuff that's going to be going into next week's shop update, which is going to be cabochons, groovy cabochons, if we could get the groover to work. I haven't set it up yet, so that's a big old if on that one, but it's my hope and ambition to get the groover up and running. That way we can groove some cabochons and get those added to the website. Hawk says, when I lived in Rhode Island, I apprenticed to a lamplighter. Loved it. What's a lamplighter? Yes, the Galaxy Skirt sent an email this morning about a pre-order. That's actually what instigated that. I was like, we've got to order at least 5 of them, because we had some folks that were like, oh my god, I need one, and I'm like, yeah, but then I know that you're serious. So hey Brooke, how's it going? Oh, Mary Hart, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for popping in to say hey. All right, so we're just heating this up, melting it in. And I'm gonna start just kind of shaping this down. I don't mean to rush the glass, but I do want to see how quickly I can get these made. Oh, y'all, I'm so happy with it. Oh man, I goobered that one up fantastically. Never have I ever goobered up a bead that bad. Kind of impressed. Not to brag, but I'm very bad at this. So just heating it up. I should go lower and slower. Let it take its time. Oh, okay. Into trees, frogs, and ships. Wow, that's amazing, Hawk. I can only make beads right now, and barely at that, but I'm trying. Fortunately, I feel like the glass is so pretty on its own. I just have to get it to be bead shaped. But my ambition had been to make these beads for our May craft along kits, but we ended up going with a different project instead. And I still want to make these beads, but instead of having them as kits, they're just going to be up for sale, I think, on our website. Back to Earth Creations. Hey, Wire Rich Aspire! Good day, crafting and lurking day. Hope to catch the streams this week. Right on. This is actually going to be our last live stream this week. We have a tutorial, like vlog video, coming out on Thursday, but Friday we're going to be in the woods. So we're going with one of our friends on their family camping trip. They invited us along, and I'm very excited to go. Hey, Brenda. How are you doing today? Okay, so now from here, I'm going to add a little bit more material because I want to make the largest bead on the of the set, which would be the center one, and then I'm going to keep making beads for all the way out because I at the very least want to make myself one of these necklaces because I think they're just so pretty. I was going to make myself a, I don't know if it's going to be vintage bronze or antique copper or both, herringbone memory wire core like necklace. And I think we have a tutorial already for that design. But I'm not going to let that stop me from making another one. Hey, Itzy, how's it going? Wire Rich says, that sounds lovely. Hope the weather's good. I hope so as well, but we always bring all the stuff, like all the camping gear necessary for if it's very windy, very cold, and very wet. So usually all 3 at the same time. And fans for whenever it gets hot and humid in between. But yeah, we're heading into the woods on Friday and we're coming home on Monday. So I don't think there's going to be a stream on Monday either, but there will be a shop update video. Hence the hustling now. It's a really busy month this month, but I think that's what being alive is for. Like, I don't want my months to just be busy with like making social media posts. Like, I want to go howl at the moon with my friends and get to craft and make stuff. On the weekends, I would sit in the window and I would make frogs to give to the children, which brought the parents in to buy other stuff. Nice. It's a good strategy. Camping sounds like fun. I love camping. Absolutely love it. Okay, so now that we have the base of the bead, my favorite part is applying the clear glass. That's not clear. That's a space station. To the surface because I think it makes it come to life. So we're going to keep our bead warm. And we're just heating up our clear glass. I'm doing really well today, Itzy. It's been super productive. Randy and I shipped this morning, which it was really nice. We had a couple of sales to ship out, and I can't tell y'all, I'm so grateful. I can try. I can try to tell y'all, I am so grateful to the folks who like get our subscription kits and stuff because y'all truly have made just about everything that we do here possible in one way or another. Like, oh my goodness, like we could not, I don't know what we'd have done without y'all. So I had a lot of fun with gratitude in my heart making all the kits today to send out. And fulfilling a couple of orders, and then now to be able to be here working with y'all, it's a blessing. All right, so we're gonna just heat this up and melt it in. And let me know if y'all would rather have it zoomed in a little more on the bead, or we could even put the fire filter on so that you can see into the flame with me. All right, it looks like we'll be able to add just a little. Do it, baby? Oh, you think so? Okay. So I'm just going to add some clear dots because I think this is wonderful practice for the positioning of my dots, but also it's going to add a little bit of a lensing effect. Oh, and we could make a little octopus. Oh, that'd be adorable. Maybe after we get done with one of the sets of beads. All right, so we've made our little nubblies, and now we get to melt them in. And I think this will be the largest bead of this set, the first of many. And I'm going to consider the rust knocked off, and then I'm going to do the repair on that mushroom, and then we'll do another bead. And I want to keep it spinning so that gravity doesn't get the better of me on this one. Hawk says, I hope you get your groover going so that I can buy groovy calves from you. I hope so too. I hope so too. I don't know what we're going to do if it's not working. Alright. I think we have enough material on it. Now I just need to get it melted in so that it's the right shape. Ooh, Itzy says, what? Oh, yes, please, for the fire filter? Okay. The glass that I am working with is called like Caribbean Sea. It's a really beautiful blend. It's like a dark teal, transparent, coated in this like baby blue. All right. And so I'm going to bring it back up to a gentle glow. So I'm going to kind of pre-anneal it here in the torch before we roll back. We show the camera. And then we pop it into the kiln. And the kiln's sitting at 970 degrees. All right. For the sake of preserving gas, and so the fire filter is actually just these little glasses, so you can especially see it filters out the soda flare of like the orangey tone. Let's see if we can. There we go. Filter on. I'm going to zoom in just slightly. Okay. But yeah, so these are how the beads end up coming out. And you can see they're so pretty with that beautiful, oh, so pretty. Okay. Alrighty, so up next, yeah, I'm going to be trying, I'm nervous. I've never repaired a mushroom before, and I'm perfectly prepared to give this person like store credit or something for if I'm not able to fix their bead for them. So what I'm going to do is I've got my tweezers here, and I want to heat up the tips because I do not want to be shocking the glass. Oh, I'm so scared. Gotta be brave though. You gotta be brave. You gotta go go. You gotta go go go. So what happened here is the stem broke off. So I am just heating this up. Some more white glass. It's okay. You don't gotta be scared. Everything's gonna be all right. I'm gonna taper it down just a little. And if it explodes, it explodes. There we go. That's attached. Let's see now. Let's make sure it's centered-ish. All right, keeping those tweezers nice and hot. Oh yeah, down, and now we gotta melt through this mushroom's ass just to see. Come on, don't explode. You gotta just let go of the chains. There was a time I was riding a carnival ride, and it was just me and one other lady who is, I'm gonna be honest, at the time about half my size. So the physics were not working in either of our favors. It was late at night. We were the only two people riding that like it's the one with the swings. It swings you and you go out real far. And I was terrified because I saw the jank shims that they were using to keep that whole thing together, and I just didn't have a whole lot of faith, in making it through. And I just told myself, I was like, we're here along for the ride. All we can do is enjoy ourselves. So I'm not going to be scared, even though it's scary. I gotta be brave. And that was what I made myself unclench my hands from that the chains that were the straps on the swing, and just feel the wind on my face and breathe and just enjoy being not in a carnival ride wreck. I feel as though I've pushed my luck as far as I can take it, and we're going to pop this right back into the kiln for it to anneal. Ooh, ooh. Oh, there goes my knuckle hair. Woo. All right. Woo, we lived. Ah. Is it going to be in May's Craft Along? No, these are not going to be in May's Craft Along. We already did a video about that, Jean. Sherry says, I love when you sing while working. I do the same thing. Oh, I didn't even notice. Okay. Well, I'm glad you like it. It could be horrible. Okay. So now I'm going to try that. I need a minute. Oh, high anxiety. Okay. Hey, Jean, how's it going? You did need the menu. Hey, Candace. Hi from Iowa. Well, hey, Iowa's a beautiful state. We've only been there a few times, but every time it was beautiful. No, for May's Craft Along, we are doing the captive bead bracelet pattern. I'm just making these for this week's shop update. I'd hoped to make them for May, but that was back in February, and that was like a lifetime ago. Well, that's the scariest thing I had to do today. Now we can just go back to making beads. Yancy says, oh my God, I sat down on one of them and they lifted my feet up. I hated the way it wiggles before it was even moving, so I got off. Yeah. it was scary. I was scared. But, we're along for the ride. And I tell myself there's a meteor with our name on it, just like how there was one for the dinosaurs. So this is not a dress rehearsal. We got to enjoy it while we can. Walk in the Rain says, in the dark ages, my friends and I would go to the carnival site and watch them set up the rides. We still rode them. Brave or stupid was still fun in Iowa. Right on. No, I remember it was the biggest deal as a kid whenever it was called Old Timers Day Parade. And it was my first outdoor craft show experience. It's also where I bought my first dragon figurine. And it was just like little carny rides and stuff. It keeps blowing out. I think my oxygen tank pressure is too high because it keeps blowing out my flame. Let me go mess with that. If I blow up, I loved you. All right. Good to know. Oh, I'm locked in. Oh, the roses are so pretty. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, I don't need to be up to 20%. That's ridiculous. All right, I've decreased it a little bit. Or not 20%. It's like 20 pounds of oxygen pressure. All right. Oh, who's my sweetest big baby boy? Z-Dog is, that is correct. Mwah. Kisses for you. Kisses for the Ember Cat, who hates me. Mwah. Oh, I love you, baby. You don't hate me, do you? You just tolerate me. Mwah. That's the most I can ask for. All right. Nothing like being kind of afraid when you're crafting to just make it. Oh, Hawk says, what was wrong with your groover that you had to stop using it? It was my hands. My little were broke. So this is, I usually make my own bead jewelry. Oh, nice. Candace says, I've never seen this done before. Right on. Well, here, let me show you guys. We are making, I've got the filter on so that you can see into the flame. Because if you'll notice how it completely cancels out the red from that salt lamp, this helps to see into the flame. It's like the purple glasses that I'm wearing. But this is what the beads look like that we're making today. At least I think, I don't know, I've got 2 pairs of purple glasses on whenever the flare glasses are on the camera. So, but those are the beads that we're making. And so far I've made this one. So I'm going to need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I'm going to be making, and I'd like to put sets up for sale in our shop update this week, as well as some pairs and individuals and stuff. So I just want to see. So I'm going to do one with the flame filter on and one with it off. Just remind me whenever you guys want it like swapped out. Oh, Ember Cat. Yeah, she's a tortoise shell. She's my baby. All right, let's see. I've been seeing cats out of the corner of my eyes all day. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? So one of my favorite things about these beads is it just uses one glass color, and then I cap it with clear to give it a really nice lensing effect. Because that's, if I wanted to make opaque beads, I would probably just use polymer clay because it's a little easier. I'm more skilled at it. But I love the translucent effects. And I'm terrible at using translucent polymer clay. Now, it's been a long time, but I was bad enough at it that it makes me hesitant to try it again, which that's a me problem. I need to work on that. But I love being able to, it makes it look like just so pretty, just the depth that glass achieves. Ooh, Sugar Hands committing suicide in my hot tea. Oh no, Hawk. That's just extra protein. Hey, Bodega, how's it going? Oh, yeah, malachite. My fellow stayed on it. He said it felt so unsafe. I'm glad I didn't let them start it with me on. Oh, goodness. It's going really well today, Bodega. It's fun to be back at making Lampwork glass, which is the scariest craft I do, at least for me. Whoo-wee. All right, so we've got the bead release cooked onto our mandrel, and I am heating up a good portion of our glass because it goes by faster. Every bead after this one, after I make the biggest, goes faster than the one before it because it's just a little less material. And then we can pull that glass out kind of long and wrap it. And I want to keep my mandrel horizontal so that my bead isn't tipping one way or the other. And I really like doing like little dabbed dots with the glass because I don't know, I just think it gives it like a cool chaotic inner effect. All right, and I think that that's going to be enough for the inside, because when I'm trying to make 2 beads that match, because I don't want to make 100 beads that match, I only want to make 2 that match for like earrings or something. My son used to work it for a circus that had the most rides as a roustabout. He said never go on those rides anymore because they don't take the time to secure their safety. Oh goodness. I'm gonna study techniques. Ooh, okay. Well, I still feel like even though I've been technically making my own Lampwork glass beads since 2018, I still feel like such a beginner, you guys, because it's like technically I made my first one in 2018. I've not been doing this like regularly since 2018. Okay. So yeah, we got it up to the size 3. I love my little bead roller. It is my crutch. So, so much. We're getting that heated around. I think I'm only going to make 1 set of these from the website because they're quite expensive. It's going to be like a $50 set of beads. So I don't. It's not that I don't have faith in it selling. It's just that I'm also going to make a whole bunch of like single beads and pairs, I think, for if people want to make earrings or something. So I'm just touching and bringing that around, building up layers. The more little stringy layers I do of this, so the more intricate pattern there's going to be, like chaotic pattern there's going to be on the inside. Hey, you guys. Hey, Steffi Joe. Hey, Kate. She says, my tortie Sarah is here beside me resting. She stood up and gave me the look when I first tuned in. You're in my ear now, and she's back to listening to the birds. The look. That's a very serious look. Okay, getting that shaped around. I think we have enough material on it now. And there are many paths to tread through shadow to the edge of night until the stars are all alive. Through shadow, cloud and shade, all shall fade. All shall fade. Just thinking of Denethor smashing some tomatoes on a Tuesday. So I don't know if you're able to see from as far back as what you are, but we've got all these nubbies that as I melt them in, they're going to lens like kind of into the bead. I'm going to to risk a little more light. Yes, I kind of. Oh, Hawk says, Vaughn, can I prepay for my skirt? I would prefer if you didn't, because they come out so different every single time. And so I'd like to get the 5 made and then post them online. And then also that skirt that we posted today sold for $200. So, and I think that's going to be what I'm going to have to list it at again. But I don't know how long it's going to take for the blanks to get here. I don't know if I have the dyes, and I don't know how they're going to come out. So that's too many variables for me to feel confident in taking prepayment. But thank you. I really appreciate you, Hawk. 29 weeks today, no smoking. Pat on the back, one on each side. Well done, Jean. That's a big deal. Okay, I'm going to encase very lightly. And after this bead, I'm actually going to join up some of my punties, like my shorties that I've got going on here. And then we'll make another bead. My fingers. Yeah, I found out I can't wear press-on nails, like or the cute sticker, the ones that are like jamboree nails. Oh, and I love those too, which is the problem. But because it will melt, I had it curl up off of my thumbnail doing torch work. Right, we're gonna get that melted in. Oh, that's so pretty. I love making beads. I realize it's probably not like the most entertaining thing to watch, but I could do it all day. I love watching people do Lampwork glass too, by the way. There's a lot of really good Lampwork glass artists here on Kick too who do streaming. And there she goes, rolling beautifully. I filled that one up all the way. All right. All right, let's get her into the kiln before, I don't want it to crack or anything. There we are. And now from here, we can take, we've got these two, whenever they get so short that my knuckle hair starts burning off, like, and my fingers are too close to the flame, I'll use them as a punty. But right now for this project, I don't need punties. I need clear glass for encasing. So I'm just going to get these heated up, touch those ends together, and then I'm going to just roll it here on my block. Oh, I've got shot lines on both sides. So I'm just going to heat that up until it melts back together. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm very bad at this. That's okay. That's all right. Stop cracking. Why are you like this? Oh, it's all lumpy and weird. That's all right. There we go. You know what? I think that's perfectly good enough. All right. So yeah, I'm going to bring it over here and just let it cool in a straight little line. Then I'm going to set it off there to cool. And now I do want to make sure that on the very tippy tip of my glass, it's going to be scuzzy initially. So, I don't have a dish of water with me. If I did, I would dip it into a dish of water, but instead I'm just going to poke it on into the flame, and I'm just going to let it bead up. And again, let me know, you guys, if you want. I'm just going to take that off, and then I'm going to just tap it onto the table right there. Let me know if you want me to zoom in, or if you want to change camera angles, or if you're good to go. But yeah, if I burn the glass, or overheat it rather, it can start to get kind of scuzzy. So I'd like to avoid that. We're heating up I use a product called Dip and Go Sludge Ultra, which is like I guess like a ceramic paste that I dip the stainless steel rods into. And then I cook it on with my torch, and this keeps the glass from sticking to the metal. So otherwise we end up with some very pretty single-use mandrels that make great like plant stakes and stuff, but that's not what we're shooting for today. Bodega says, have you ever thought of making glass icicle-shaped beads for ornament making during wintertime? You might be able to get some spiffy twists out of them. That would be really cool. I haven't made any of those yet, but I was watching some tutorials on how to do it last Christmas, and I'm hoping that I might be brave enough for this year. But I think that would be so cool. I'd really love to go and take some Lampwork glass classes on marble making and making like 3D sculptures. So I'm trying to treat it like my left hand is a lathe, in that my mandrel is constantly being rotated at an even rate. And then my right hand, I like to hold the glass rod like it is a pencil, just rotating it. Both are constantly being rotated because gravity is always working. We work hard, gravity works harder. And again, I need to hold at a nice level, horizontal to the horizon. Do it, baby. You win again. You win again, gravity. Do you do tie-dye shirts, like something 6X tall? I've done some tie-dye t-shirts where the t-shirt blanks were provided to me in that size. But if you have a shirt that you'd like for me to tie-dye, you could send us the shirt. But it's, I don't know, we don't yet. I'm sorry. I'm the worst at this, you guys. Like, you'd think we'd be better at taking people's money, being in business as long as we have, but it's just, I don't want to overpromise. All right, so I'm just going to come around, layering that on. Now, our friends with World of Strange do t-shirts, and they do really good work, you guys. All right, getting that melted in. Just practicing a nice, slow rotation. Flowing and flowing, the river is flowing down into the sea. Father, carry me, child, I will always be. Father, carry me into the sea. I'm gonna go ahead and add on the clear ones. I love the way it looks, even before the clear is added, but the clear really does. It just makes it pop. Alright, so there's a boop. And then a boop, doing another little nubby, and then boop, boop. I like doing 5 little boops. Boop. Now we do have a place on our website where you can custom order beads. If you're interested in getting some beads made, specifically in specific colors or with different patterns. Hey, Triquetra Moon, how are you doing today? Oh, and I just love getting the little nubbies melted in. And I think a bead in this style is actually fantastic practice for, like, if you want to do, practice for more complex designs, because on this bead we get to practice the dot placement, but it is not the end of the world if the dots are not in a good spot, because by the time I've done the encasement layer, you can't even really tell that it happened. Hey, Michelle, she says, hey, y'all, how's everybody's day going? It's going real well. We're just making some beads. I survived repairing a mushroom pendant that somebody bought like a year ago, and the stem had broken off. It's repaired, and I'm really excited about that. Well, it'll be repaired when it comes out of the kiln in good condition with no cracks or anything like that. So it remains to be seen, but it didn't explode and I didn't catch on fire, and I feel like that's a really great start. As far as making jewelry goes, that's a really great start. Oh no. Earner. Ooh, maybe earner? I might have made it too big. I might have not. Let's see. Oh yeah, I made it too big. That's okay. Whenever I make it too big, I just go one mandrel size up, and roll it out. Whenever my mandrel bead release starts cracking on me, that lets me know I've overworked it, and then I'm just going to pop it into the kiln, and it'll be what it's going to be. Oh, hey, Vaughn, we're lucky. At least in my YouTube feed, we get to see you. Oh, well, hey, how's it going? At least in my YouTube feed. Evening, everyone. Oh, well, hey, Venomous, how's it going? These are really good things. They are. All right. We're going to try making another bead. And I'll get this little voice in my head that's like, I don't know why I'm doing this because I can't make two that are the same size to save my life. Vaughn, give yourself a break. Practice makes progress. Any that are a little too much of an oddball will just sell as single beads, and they'll find a home for, with somebody that loves them exactly for how they are. And we'll just go from there. It doesn't gotta be perfect, but I am going to be using up, I've only got like this rod, that little stubby, and then one fresh rod. So I'm going to try to get all those cooked today. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Ooh. My Mary comes to me, whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Okay, I think I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break and just do some smaller ones. Because, last time I made that, I was like well conditioned through the winter doing, I think, torch work once a week. No, I didn't even do that, did I? I don't know. My hands are already showing me how they're out of practice. Okay, so we're gonna use my super jank punty. Wow, from Italy. I'm posting it to TikTok. Oh, Steffi just says I've taken a how it started video in my new craft room. Only it's more of a progress video because I forgot to get a video of all of it empty and waiting. Right on. Oh, that'll be cool. I'll see if I can find it. I'm very bad at using the internet. Mother Mary, come to me. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Carpenter, 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 carpenter. Ah, under my sister's hands. Okay. Oh, that's so exciting, Steffi. Alright, just heating that in. It's almost like it takes half as much material to make one of these smaller beads. And this is another color scheme that's really fun to make like gravity beads with. And I really like making these rondels. And then I like stringing them up with like either 10, 8, 6, or 4 millimeter round gemstone beads to like accent. I'm just adding a little bit more material. Steffi does, it sure is. It's not as big as I wanted, but it'll sure work. There we go. That's a very nice size 4. We could probably put a couple more dots of clear on it. Just because I want it nice and filled. Because if I'm making these for earring pairs, then I want to make sure that it's a nice, like, solid, as close to being the same size of each other as possible. And so we can always add more glass. And technically we can pull some off, but oh, it's tricky. Oh, I love the way that feels. Because you can feel like just the kind of slight cupping resistance of the graphite just touching the glass. All right, so there we are on a size 4 rondel. Very excited about that. Popping it on into the kiln so we can make another. Do you still have chickens in your backyard, Vaughn? I do. We currently have 7 chickens. We don't have any rabbits at this time, but whenever my last batch of rabbits passed away, um, because it got to where we were just keeping them as pets. Like, they're so cute and such a great part of our compost system that, excuse me. But we're hoping to move back to Tennessee. And we've been hoping this for a hot minute, but we've been kind of downsizing, um, just as much as we can. But yeah, we've got Poppy is still with us, Queen of the Coop, that little Banty. And we still have Nutmeg. She's my second oldest hen. Still laying, very proud of her. Poppy is too, though not as regularly as what she used to. We get maybe like 1 egg randomly every other week out of Poppy, but she keeps all the other girls in line, and she's my queen. Um, and then we have Bay, who's just a little younger than Nutmeg. And then we have our most recent batch of chickens is Ebenezer, Bob, Biscuit, and Butter. Randy helped me name them. So we had a lot of fun with that. This is going to need a little bit more material on it, I think. Oh, Teresa says we're in Tennessee. We're looking at like the central, like southern Tennessee area. Our family lives in Fayetteville, like in kind of around there. So we want to go back and be close to the family. And also, I think that region would be absolutely perfect for. I want to. How do I put? I need to articulate this clearly. I want to open a botanical garden that is also a statue gallery, of like life-size statues and also miniature fairy houses. And we found a property that has a derelict school on it that's going to need renovated, like demoed back to the studs and rebuilt. And that's it. Just it's calling to our hearts so bad, but we're going to have to see if the bank will give us a loan. But I would love to be able to teach classes and host classes, because I don't always have to just be the one teaching. Just having basically another William Holland lapidary school. But I don't know, in my house, because I don't want to always have to leave my house to go do things. Oh, Triquetra, y'all's belief in us really gives me faith. And like, y'all believing in us helps me believe in us, if that makes sense. So thank you guys. It was a little concerning to me whenever we shared it with some family members, because from the same folks that I was expecting used to, they're the ones who, up until maybe just a few years ago, were still going, when are you going to get a real job? I was expecting well, that's, this is a terrible idea. It's going to be way too much work and money. It's never going to work. And they didn't say that. And I was like, just oonga boonga, like confused. So, but it, it inspires our hearts so strongly that we have to at the very least try. So I finally sent the message off about the commission I was asked to do, probably not working out for at least part of it. So now I don't want to look at my messages to see if there's an answer. Oh, Triquetra, you've got this. I was born in Whitesville, Tennessee, at 2-room shanty with 5 other siblings living there at the time. Wow, Jean. Chicken with butter and biscuit sounds delicious. That's what we were thinking. No, biscuit is oh shoot, I can't even remember what kind she is. But butter is a Buff Orpington. She's like butter. She's like yellow, butter yellow. And she's my sweetie. Oh, right on. Knoxville's a wonderful city. I think it would be really cool. And the property that we're looking at is like 4.5 acres. And I think that'll be more than enough for us to keep ourselves busy. Got like a hair on my nose. Keep ourselves busy for keeping the property, like developing it and getting it all. It's probably going to take like the next decade before it's even open to the public, but it'll be our life's work, and I'm excited about it. Mother Mary comes to me. But like with most things, it's out of our hands until we go see the property at the end of May. It's like a 9-hour drive, so we're doubling up on trips. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love it when it rolls. So yes, Vaughn, I can make 2 beads that are more or less the same size. Oh, that makes me so happy. All right, this next one we're going to do with the flame shield on, so that y'all can see kind of what I see. And I'm going to zoom in just a smidge. Let me know if that's problematic. Why are you so fat? Because I'm a good cook, honey. Why are you so well-mannered? Okay, we need to build our barn, but we have 31 acres. My hubs wants to teach drawing and painting. Oh, that'd be so cool. A duck came to the house. Wonder what year that changed. Right on, Jean. Hey, Randy. Would you be able to help me out? Thank you. You can ask my husband as he bans you. All right, so we've got the bead release heated up. Thank you for the engagement. Sorry you're an asshole. My Tennessee looks like it's spelled right. Sure. In Tennessee. Dun, dun, dun. Mother Mary comes to me. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Oh. Wow, Bodega says, oddly enough, I have a gargoyle door knocker from Knoxville. Nice. Ooh, Triquetra says, does the blue color of the glasses ever make it difficult to tell what colors you're using? Not as difficult as the glass just changing color when it's hot. So like yes, but it's not the prime difficulty. Like the biggest obstacle is especially with like red, orange, and yellow, they're cadmium colors, so they really darken up whenever they're heated, and so they all just look like pitch black when they're hot, or like well, not when they're molten, like what we're putting on now, but when it's just like hot on the end of the glass, they look exactly the same. So it's really tricky. Like if I'm putting like red on black or black on red or red and orange together. How you doing, honey? Huh? I did. I didn't expect them to be in that shape. I thought they were going to be regular old jugs. But it's for the camping trip. Mother Mary, come to me. Just looks so blue on camera. It almost gives it like a black and white effect. I'm sure there's a word I don't know for that. Right? Oh, I don't know what the word is either. Wow, 31 acres. That's amazing. You know, we didn't even have, you've got me thinking about, I don't remember it, but I've heard stories. And I guess I was there when I was born, but I was kind of clocked out. But I was born at home. Yes, please. Uh, we had mom and dad, and I was the fourth of the children being born in a 2-bedroom mobile home. And they didn't take me to the hospital till a couple days after. And they got like the birth certificate and everything filled out. But there were no doctors involved. My dad had the catcher's mitt. And I was aiming at size 4s, so I'm ready to add the clear. So we're just going to heat this up. My super mangled clear punty. Monochrome, yeah. Catcher's mitt, that's awesome. Well, allegedly, I had tied 2 knots in my umbilical cord and had it wrapped around my neck. My dad said that I must have been crocheting. Do it, honey? Thank you. You're the greatest. We just got groceries delivered and Randy brought them all in and put them away. I appreciate him so much. But I think I came out all right. It's my poor father. Like, he had to give himself his insulin shots and he would look away. That's how much he doesn't like blood and needles and any of that stuff. So I don't know how how he did that for me and my brother. It's me, the husband. Spurter packs in Europe to come back. I don't know what that means. He's a very good egg. Cord is wrapped around my neck too, and doctor told my mom to stop mid push, and she's like, how? Yeah, can you just like hold up on like? No. Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Crafter's gonna craft. You didn't want me tying knots in it. You shouldn't have left me in there so long with nothing else to do. All right, we'll be able to add in a few more dots of clear to get that up to size. So I'm going to do just a few more dots. Boop, 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 boop. They had to cut the cord before I was all the way out, which is crazy to think about. That is wild. I'm hoping that after today's stream, I'll be able to get a little bit more gardening done. We're getting all the beds prepped and ready, which this is like the latest in the season I've ever been getting my beds prepped and ready. But I was just going to direct sew into the mulch that we had left over from the winter, or from last fall, but our friends brought their trailer load of like some really nice quality compost that they'd gotten from the recycling center. And now I have to top dress all the beds. And if I'm top dressing them, I may as well be planting them. The clicking of the kiln is so like, it makes me kind of sleepy. And the hiss and hum of the torch and the vent. But then I'm like all nerves because I don't want to blow up or get like splattered with molten glass, so I have to stay mindful. All right, that one's brought up to a size 4 as well. So we got it nice and heated up. And so that you can see how it's looking, that's how it's looking. We're going to pop that on into the kiln. Ooh, that didn't really work, did it? Uh-oh. All right, I'm still figuring out how to use this bead rack without it just being a disaster. There we go. Hot, hot, hot. Hey, Saki girl, how's it going? Supporter packs to Europe to come back. I'm not entirely certain what that means. I'm not certain at all, actually. Okay, so another mandrel. Just heating it on up. And I think I'm going to try making 2 small beads on the same mandrel. So getting that good and warm. Oh, I'm doing really well, Saki girl. What are you up to today? Oh, thanks, Jean. I love the color too. Like, truly, I love it. All right, so we have that good and heated up. Got our mandrel nice and hot, and I'm just going to touch and bring it around. Ooh. That's probably plenty. And so now I'm just going to touch and bring around. And I want to make sure that there's enough space between my beads that I can fit it in the bead roller. All right, we're going to get that melted in. And I'm going to go ahead and just use my long When the beads are very small like this, they lose their heat quickly. Just getting them encased. Ooh, there's one. But they also heat up really fast, and I don't want them to like melt or distort. And if I'm using a 3/32 inch mandrel, like how I am, then I want to make sure that I at least have 3/32 of an inch of glass over in thickness around the mandrel. That way, it's not going to break from the tension. It needs to be thicker than the mandrel that it's on. So if I'm using a 1/4 inch mandrel, then I need to make the bead wall at least 1/4 of an inch thick. Okay, so we will be able to add on just a little bit more of the clear. I'm just getting them up to a good glow, but not soupy. And then we're just going to touch, 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 touch. There we go. There we go. Ooh, very nice. I'm going to pop them right directly into the kiln, though, because I don't trust them to not pop and crack and stuff. Oh, so there's 2. Are you going to buy a few plants this year? No, I don't think we're going to be buying any plants. And I'm trying to stick really hard to that. So much of it depends, though, on how the end of the month goes. Whew, I wonder, can I do that again? Probably. I'm going to do it the bead size up, though. I'm going to give it a try. We only get better with practice. Oh, well, thank you for believing in me, Tricletra. But no, it's I was gonna buy some like Thai basil transplants because I didn't get any of those started. Like if it turns out that we're not able to move or get the property or anything, like if we're gonna be here for a while, then yeah, I'll probably go buy some plants. But it's just because I didn't start any for myself this year anyhow. But I'm direct sowing a lot of stuff because my seeds, a lot of them are older, and so I'm going to be essentially cover cropping a lot of my raised beds in beans. I'm going to try to use up all my squash seeds just because I've had them since like 2021. Tis time. And as my wife was a box subscriber until it got too complicated. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I'm sorry. We don't have any plans currently to bring back international shipping. At least for another like 6 months. Like we've kind of been checking back into it every couple of 6 months, and it's just with the VIN that we have to get, and then with folks still having to pay. Like, because what turned us off to it is it's like we were paying like $30 to ship it under the presumption that the customers wouldn't have to pay anything when they pick it up. And then customers were still having to pay when they picked stuff up. So we were like, I freaking can't right now, if the package even arrived. So I'm sorry. Tell me about the good old days. Ooh, bought some tomato plants. Right on. What varieties did you get? Have y'all still been crafting and stuff? Oh, that's frustrating, Tricketra. Let me get these beads cooked and I'll read your comment out loud. Oh, I love this bead roller. Tricketra says, my friend ordered a commission piece a couple years ago. She lives in Canada and she had to pay duties on it because the post office guy wrote down the wrong material. Oh, geez. Shake my head. I was like, are you serious? I felt so bad. But she's like, I'm used to having to pay those. It's okay. Ugh. Well, I was not used to getting angry emails from people about why am I having to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so run away, run away. Like, I just wanted to set beads on fire, not do internet stuff. Jean says, I always store my leftover seeds in the freezer. They need to be kept in a cool place. Right on. That's good thinking. They always germinate and keep vital for several years. Spring, I would be out in the garden. A thunderstorm chased me inside. Okay. I mean, the rain's good, but it's a good idea to not get struck by lightning if you can help it. All right, I'm going to be adding a little bit more clear onto this. I just want to keep these beads nice and toasty. Don't want anybody getting any ideas about popping or cracking or anything. Yeah, thankfully she's my best friend, so she wasn't mad. But I'm not trying to have a customer get mad at me, so I've also decided not to do international shipping right now. Yeah. I get it. These are so pretty, and I'm so proud of myself for doing two on the same mandrel. Oh, that's nice. Sorry, did I just cackle out loud? Was that out loud? Okay, no, sorry, never mind. Ignore that. Oh, hey, sisters of the hook. How are you doing, Dashers? I wasn't just cackling evilly to myself. Oh no, I do fear I've become a giggle puss. Ah, one of these beads is too big. Time to make them both bigger. It was out loud and it was amazing. Okay. Well, it was just, I was reminiscing about the troll that we had earlier because I was like, I probably shouldn't have said those things. And then I was about to say out loud, I was like, hey, husband, why am I so ugly? This troll wants to. And hence the cackling. But it's just, never mind. Don't pay attention to that. God made me for more than just being pretty. Cackling is live. I had a troll say very similar stuff to me one live stream, and I just laughed and laughed and then banned him. Yeah, it's thanks for the engagement, but you won't have to try hard in that. Yeah. You're keeping me company while I cut up candy for the freeze dryer. Ooh, what kind of... Tell me everything. What kind of candy are you freeze drying? You freeze dry candy? I actually kind of really like doing 2 beads per mandrel. Okay, so I get one up to nice and molten, and then I can be heating the other one up, and then we can do a little bit of and a little bit of oh, that one needs more glass. Freeze dried candy is amazing fun. You gotta try it. Skittles are one of my favorites. Right on. Younger me would have probably gotten upset. Thankfully, older me doesn't care anymore. I try to not waste energy on rude folks if I can help it. That and never have I ever had a troll say anything so mean to me is what I've said to myself. So I'm like, they're gonna have to up their game. Like, truly. Like, if I had a troll come in who was like, why are you so bad at maintaining friendships? I'd be in tears. But no, if they're just attacking me, that's fine. Oh my god. I can't wait to have a freeze dryer someday. It sounds amazing. Oh, that'd be so cool. I like freeze drying dairy products. Ooh. Okay, now these ones have a significantly thicker encasement layer than some of the other ones, but I mean, it's given a pretty cool look. It'll be all right. Oh, it looks pretty neat though, I'm gonna say. Not to brag, but I might be one of the slowest bead makers, like, ever. Alright, that one's still, because I added some to both because I had flipped it over and I forgot which end I was working on. This one is the one that needs just a touch more. Including being able to make a lot of my own powdered stuff that isn't mixed with fillers, right? I appreciate you being live today so much. My kitty Gratch is getting his iodine treatment. Oh no! And he has to stay there until Saturday, so I'm over here being emotional. Oh, Well, he's living his best life, yodeling at everyone. Oh gosh. I hope everything goes well. I'd be an absolute mess. Bead roller. All right, I think I'm gonna put them in the bead roller just one more time because I like playing with them. But then these two are done, and that'll be an earring set up for sale for next week's shop update. Just to let everybody know, we're not going to be live streaming this Friday or next Monday, because we are going to be in the woods, and I'm very excited about that. Oh my goodness gracious, these are beautiful. I'll show them to you in Monday's shop update because I don't want them to explode. So right into the kiln with you. There we are. Woohoo for being in the woods, boob for me being bored next Monday. Ooh, Wirewitch says, Vaughn was curious if you ever tried Lampwork character beads like mushrooms, ladybugs. I've made some mushrooms, but not with like any faces or anything on them, but that'd be really cute. Nature here is, that freeze-dried candy is really expensive. Ooh, I used to spend most every day of my life in the garden, but now I'm not able to work in my wonderful garden. Yummy fresh cabbage. Oh, cabbage is so good. Bit of honey taffy and fruit roll-ups are the next batch. Wow, Skittles, sour Skittles, gummy nerds. I'm cutting worthless caramels. What are worthless? Oh, Werthers. Okay, I was like, what's a worthless caramel? Like, all right, drink some water so we're hydrated. Okay, before I start another mandrel, I think I'm going to go ahead and try splicing these two rods together. So just moving them through the heat. There's got to be a nicer way of doing this. I'm just not aware of what it is. So I just bring the ends together and then I'm just going to like roll it because I want my rod to be relatively straight. And then I'm just going to set that back down and I'm going to be careful to not grab it by that because it's going to be quite hot. Tasher says, I am a hot mess. He's completely fine. They send us emails every day to let us know how he is, and I can call whenever I want, and I have. Poor them. So he's doing super good. It's just me missing him. Well, look, a distraction. Like, that's all I got, Dashers. I'm sorry. Have you ever gone camping? Everybody tell me all of your favorite camping equipment. Like, what is your number, like, top 10 favorite camping equipments? I want a 500-word essay. Randy? Randy says top 5. That's reasonable. Look at me almost grabbing it directly on the spot where I just said to myself, don't grab it by here. Ooh, pop that shoulder. Okay, I think this is going to be my last one in these colors, and then we're going to start getting weird and taking like requests for beads that'll get added to the shop update. It's been so long since I've gone camping, but I have a long list on Amazon of camping supplies I want. Tell me. Ooh, a fishing rod. What kind of fishing do you like to do? Fishing pole with tackle? Yes. You should check in with us while you're on vacay because we will worry. I'm not certain that we're going to have signal, first off. And second off, part of the vacation is I'm not vlogging it. I'm not nothing. Like, this is I am having an internet detox for like 4 days in the woods because I love you guys, but I hate checking my phone all the time and being worried about making sales and this and that and the other. And it's like, I need to correct that. I don't hate it. It wears on me after a while. And it's like, I don't like feeling like my purpose in life is to get likes and views because that's not what it is. And so it's just nice to go into the woods and forget that phones and the internet exist for a couple of days. But fortunately, I mean, other than missing the live streams, we have everything automated for like releasing the shop update and the newsletters and stuff enough that uh, if folks don't know that we're gone, they may not realize that we were gone. Which that's my favorite vacation to take, is an unobstructed one where we can still kind of business as usual on the surface, but have like a vacation on the inside. And we get to be there with, our friends, and I want to be present with them. We'll see what we can do though. Saki says going from tent to trailer. Right on. Like a camper? That's gonna be a lot. That's gonna be nice. So I'm hoping that one day Randy and I get to go backpacking together. Um, just because I think that would be so much fun. I think he would really enjoy the experience. Uh, Correction. I think he would really enjoy getting to go on walks through the woods. Um, but I don't know how he's gonna like either hammock or tent camping in the deep woods. 31-foot trailer we pull behind truck. Oh, that's amazing. Triquetcha says, I like to mix camping supplies with bug out bag requirements. Yep, so the list has grown a bit more than originally planned, but I do have the typical stuff like tent, blow up sleeping mat, collapsible pots and pans, etc. Nice. Let's see. Heavy duty machete, paracord rope cordage, wool blanket sleeping bag, magnesium rod, cast iron skillet. Yep. Nice. Randy and I have only ever gone fishing together once, and it was relatively recently. We went trout fishing with our friends, and I had a really good time. Did you have a good time, baby? Randy says, yeah, it was good. Though I think next year, like we went out to Roaring River and we caught some trout, and it was just beautiful. It was quite cold, but that's all right. I'd rather be cold than ate by mosquitoes. Okay, so we have some lumpy and weird beads here. That is okay, for I too am lumpy and weird. But I'm most excited about our kitchen tent setup. Like last year's camp along, I think I finally achieved pinnacle like camp kitchen for my own preferences and needs. And that makes me so happy. All right, time to start adding the clear. The men in my family have a men's trip planned in a few weekends, camping and fishing. I'm so envious. I'd be there with like a mustache drawn on, being like, I'm a dude. I want to go camping. Like, oh, that'd be so fun. Do what, honey? I'm just a dude dressed as a dude disguised as another dude. No, I dress up like a Sasquatch and just like, but like with like lipstick and lashes on, so they know I'm there to party. I don't even know what that means. Teresa says everybody needs to unplug every now and then. Yeah, and it's been about 4 months since I've had some time off from being on the internet. And it is time. I will be bringing my crayons and coloring book though, because I can't have nothing to do. Are you kidding me? like, like if I'm not vlogging, then what am I doing? I'll grow my beard, see if that counts, right? Yeah. But no, we camp really well. It's our friend Pam that y'all who went to the camp along got to meet last year, and she and I camp really well together. Like we've been going camping. Holy mackerel! How many camping trips have we done? Like 5 or 6 years. We've gone camping at least once a year together, and so like I don't. She's just a really easy like person to. She's very communicative and she's very thoughtful, and so and she's also really good at being like, Vaughn, go do this. And so like if she needs something done, she's able to delegate it to me. And but she's also really good at picking up on when I'm like super overstimulated, and she's just really solid. And I love going camping with her because it's always fun. It doesn't matter what the weather is, it doesn't matter what trial and tribulation we face. She is 100%. I would take her on the Oregon Trail with me. Fishing is a good way to ground the way back to earth. Which I don't know if we're bringing. Yeah, Pam's daughter's boyfriend's coming. There's going to be fishing gear to be had. I should see. I should ask and see if he could bring some extra so I could go fishing too. But whenever we camped at Devil's Den the other year ago, not for the camp along, but when we were testing it out, um, gosh, he'd catch bluegills and stuff and run them over, and he climbed like a tall ass tree. It's always fun to have a puppy along. If you had a chance to go backpacking anywhere in the world, no worries, where would you go? Either Ireland or Scotland. Probably. Or possibly out in Utah. To see some of those beautiful, like, rocks and stuff. Like just the natural beauty. Rodriguez says the heavy duty machete is the lighter and more multitasking than a hatchet. The only thing I would add in as a sixth item would be a military backpack shovel so you can make Dakota fire holes. Ooh, so you're talking like, this is almost sounding like what your alone list would be for like what your 10 items. Are there any new seasons of Alone out yet? Got a hankering. Whoop. I'm not on fire. Everything is fine. Whew. I am all sweaty now though. Is that okay? Itzy, did you do your live stream thing? I was looking for you and couldn't find you. And I ended up stumbling into Laura with We Do's It was having like a warm-up live stream, and then I missed her actual live stream the next day that she was telling me about. So it's ooh, ooh, ooh. So there's those two beads done. I think, yeah, Ireland or Scotland. The thing is that I'm so ignorant about what there is to see out in the wider world that I don't know. Like, but those are, anywhere I've ever seen that was, oh my god, that's beautiful, ended up being Ireland or Scotland. Dude, this is some of my Batman style bushcraft kit to make a low visibility base camp. Nice. Yes, the lady I was supposed to stream with was having trouble and couldn't hear me, so she passed me to her friend, and I was in his life for nearly 2 hours. Oh, well, I'm glad y'all were able to figure that out. Oh, we're gonna make some other beads now, aren't we? I've got these two greens over here. Let me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a white core bead that has 2 different colors of green dots that are going to be pulled into a triangle. Do we do it as a white core? I'm wasting gas. We've got a nice opaque baby blue. That might be nice. We'll do the first one with the white core. And we'll see how it goes from there. And I'm going to try to make 2 to match. I'm going to try to do a whole bunch of earring pairs. Because that way I get practice having 2 beads on 1 mandrel. And it really does help me, I think, to get the sizes to be the same. Ooh, Saki Girl says, come to Oregon. We have beautiful forests. I would love to. And that's the thing, too, is there's so much natural beauty to see here in the U.S. that I'm like, I don't even really feel the need to, like, I should go ahead and get my passport because I'd love to travel internationally. But I'm excited about just getting to see, I want to see the Badlands in South Dakota. I want to see the sequoia, like the big old redwoods and stuff. I want to see, I haven't even seen the Grand Canyon yet. Like there's so much here on just like home turf that I have not even gone and looked at. I want to see caves. I love going and looking at caves. Oh, I've only gone to see one in recent history and it was awesome. So I want to do that a bunch more. Batman style bushcraft. I just love that so much. Oh. Should I bring my inflatable dinosaur floaties camping? Yes. Okay. Good talk. I'm going to start with just one. Just to make sure I can still do it. And then the next one I'll do doubles or something. As a husband, your beads are also good for fishing. Ooh! What would they be for, like making lures and stuff? That'd be cool. Never thought of that. We were trout fishing and I was learning to clean fish for the first time. And I couldn't help it. I was like, we were gutting the fish and someone's lure was in there. And I was like, oh, you get your bait back. And like the whole table, like all the other folks who were carving up their fish or cleaning their fish just laughed. And it was fun. It was good natured, but it just felt silly. Because it's like, yeah, obviously it doesn't like disappear when the fish eats it or go into like the fish's inventory or something. But it was news to me. Ooh, I've already decided I'm doing a different thing than what I had originally decided. Look at me go. So I'm going to build the size of our bead up just a little bit more. So I'm going to do some bubble beads. If the question is inflatable dino, the answer is always yes. Well, last time we went camping, it was a couple times ago. It was at a reservoir, I think, in Kansas. And it was a little too cold to be swimming. And it was very windy. But that did not stop me. Because I was testing a theory. And, but I got scared. Because Brandy didn't have like a rope tied to me or anything, but so I was on my dinosaur inflatable, like it's like a inner tube, but it has like a dinosaur head on it, so you ride it like it's charged. And I brought my umbrella because I didn't want to get sunburnt, but I wanted to like go out onto the water. And then so I was out there and I was like, ha, and I used the umbrella and the wind caught me, but it like caught me and it started going. And then I was like, ah, and like rolled off because I got so scared. Because I was like, I'm not a good swimmer, like not good enough to be like drug out to sea. Um, so, so I need to redeem myself in my own eyes, uh, and regain my dinosaur riding privileges with Umbrella. Oh, okay. Itsy says I tried sharing the link, but I have no idea where it went to. Maybe next time. Ooh, he says, yes, there is a market. Nice. Fish like the shiny things, so yes, that makes sense. Ooh, well, I like shiny things. And I like fish. So now I'm starting with like a quite pale green, and I'm just going like boop, boop. I'm just doing 4 because this is a smaller bead. There we go. And then boop, and then a boop. And I want to be careful because if the white core gets very soft, it'll pull up into the translucent green. And it's just not what I'm looking for today. I am in Missouri. Now this is pretty. What's this one? Avocado. That's like a nice avocado green. That's pretty. Jean says, we saw the Grand Canyon, all the things you mentioned. It was awesome. Oh, that's awesome. That's the way to do it. Uh-oh. My bead was softer than my rod. They are satisfied. On their vacancies. Your soul and eyes, how you Okay, so that didn't quite work out how I was hoping. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep layering dots and see what happens. Ooh, Saki Girl says, I enjoy fishing, but no way cleaning it. That was someone else's job. Plus, I don't like fish, so fair trade. I catch it, give it to them, they can clean it. That is a fair trade. Oh, Missouri. It's Missouri. Oh, wow. Right on, Jean. Yeah, that would be scary. So I'll follow you. You and me see no there is to see. From Bangkok to Calgary, souls of ocean all worn down. Time for sleep is now. So yeah, I'm like not following any sort of pattern or anything right now. Just experimenting and having fun. Because I think I'm going to end up just making a gravity bead. And so the way that that would work, go ahead and so you can see into the flame. What I get is a Stevie. Oh, it's Missouri is the name of the state. We be landlubbers here. All right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to heat up just one spot and then rotate a bit. And we're just ticking, like instead of rotating constantly, we're going to hold and then tick, and then hold and then tick, and then hold and then tick, and then hold and tick, 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 tick. And this is just going to give us a really cool, and we can actually let this like kind of dangle hang. I tried to do it evenly, but it didn't always work out like that. But that's okay. Okay. I'm so bad. I'll follow you to the dark. I'll follow you into the dark. Oh my goodness gracious. I think that is so pretty. And it ended up making like a little bit of like a herringbone pattern from the way that we did. I don't know if you can see that because I'm wearing purple glasses. So oh, that's so cool. Love it. All right. So I'm going to do another bead in a different color. Oh, well, thank you, Triquetra Moon. Now, I don't remember which tone of baby blue this is. Quick tool bench question. How did you set up your workstation for safety doing hot work? I have a fire extinguisher by my left foot. like out of the way enough, but I know exactly where it is. We have it circulates like 1,000 some odd cubic feet per minute fan, like ventilation fan, pulling out of the house, and I've got a window behind me open, so it's pulling fumes off over yonder that away. I have my little blast shield here, which helps keep the heat off of my face because I'll get like straight up just radiant burns all over my face just from because I'll get super up on it. I working on a bit of scrap. Like my table is a 5 foot folding table, like that's like plastic, but I've put on its surface um, a bit of like scrap marble countertop. That way, if any glass pings or pops or anything hot drops, it's not combustible, which I like that. I like not catching on fire. Um, and then I also have flashback arresters on the tanks for the oxygen and the propane. That way, hopefully, we don't blow up. Um, and I keep those outside the house. That way, if it gets leaky or something, we should be all right. I got this really pretty, like aqua teal that I was gonna make spots on this baby blue with. And I think that's it. Everything else is just for comfort or fun. I like wearing closed-toed shoes. I'm wearing a cotton jumper. That way, if it pings, I don't like getting burnt, but I especially don't like getting burnt and having to peel melted fabric out of the burn. Um, so that's always something to keep in mind. Whew, I'm being tricky. Before I start adding dots, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that these are the same size. Catholic school, spacious as long and blue. I got my knuckles bruised by a lady and I held my tongue when she said, son, here is the heart of love, so I never went back. Okay, we're going to need a little bit more material on the hand side bead. Trying to keep our beads warm. I don't want my rod to be popping. I wonder if it's raining yet. Everything looks a little purple. Start wearing purple, wearing purple. Start wearing purple for me now. Alright, so that one's rolling nice. Let's see if I can get this one. Needs a little bit more material still. Where'd my rod go? There's my rod. Ooh, everything okay. And again, we're adding to the hand side. Because it's useless for me to think, oh yeah, bodega, anytime. Anytime I think in terms of left or right and then I change hands, it's that information is no longer, the brain can't. So I need to go take a stained glass class because Randy and I are having like wild fantasies about doing stained glass windows for the school that has these giant, like bigger than a door that you would walk through windows that every single pane just about is completely busted out. Um, but it'll be amazing to get to do stained glass windows in them. And I've been having fantasies of like melting down broken bottles and stuff and making our own sheet glass to put like into the windows, because that's the biggest thing with the school is all of it. Every single little bit of it is just a pet project of Randy. Huh? Okay. Is it all right? Thank you, honey. He's my hero. But well, if we're going to do that, we need to start making stained glass. So, and if we're going to do that, I need to take a stained glass class because I've tried it on my own doing the copper foil, and I'm not very good at it. So I could really benefit from, I think, a teacher who knows what they're doing to just kind of watch over my shoulder and be like, that right there, that's where you keep boogering it up. And that way I'd be like, ah. Stop wearing purple, wearing purple. Start wearing purple for me now. Boop. Just putting a little dot. Boop. There's a place in Tulsa that I want to go and take classes. But I'm also just looking for any excuse really to go to the William Holland Lapidary School in Georgia. So I want to take notes. So this is my first time making twin dotted beads on the same mandrel before. So that's cool. And again, I really like having two on the same mandrel because now I can heat it. And as one gets to where it's like, okay, that's a good spot to keep it. Like I feel like I'm getting two beads for a very slightly increased amount of production time. So like let's say just making up numbers, but if one bead takes me 5 minutes, I think two beads takes me 6 minutes. It could be more like 10 minutes and 11, but we'll get faster as we go. And it's tricky because when one is glowing, it looks larger than the other one to my eyes. And so I'm like, are you the same size? And that's why I'm really glad I've got my bead roller. Because, yep, they're close enough. And now I'm going to do a second layer of dots to get them like cooler. I did some stained glass in high school. It was fun. Right on. Imagine if you added the acrylic glass into some of the sections, the glass beads. That'd be pretty awesome. It would be. I don't have any COE 104 dichroic currently, and I haven't invested in any because I'm afraid. I'm scared. I don't want to waste it. Dichroic is another one of those things that, as far as like torch work goes, I would really love to be able to take a class in person, because there's a risk of burning off the dichroic. I think I don't even know enough to like know what I'm afraid of whenever it comes to this. But there's a place up in Kansas City, that does classes, and I want to take one of their marble classes because I think that'd be just super cool, and I'd love to get my hands on, like, use some different marvers be- before investing in one of my own. And I'm hoping that if I go and take a class, there'll be an assortment of marvers to experiment with. Like whenever I got into glass fusing, it was the first time that Randy and I had ever gotten to take a class like together on something. It was the first time really we had taken any classes. Everything else we had just kind of learned the dirty and expensive way on our own. And so we learned so much by taking a class. And I think I'd like to take another class for the dichroic and the marble making. Now I do have some blue aventurine, which shimmers a little, but behaves just like regular 104 COE otherwise. Heating these in. And then moving on to the next one. I'm so excited to be making these earring pairs because they look great done up. Even if you just have like a couple of other beads, like some bicone crystals or something, and a head pin, they look amazing like that. I think they look amazing incorporated into some different chainmail designs, which this bead size here that I'm working with does work well, I think, with a 16 gauge 5/16 inch ring. Goes right through the middle of the beads pretty nicely. They're not perfectly the same size, but they're pretty close, and I'm going to call it good enough for a match. And that's why we don't charge as much as other people for our Lampwork glasses, because I'm still learning. Alrighty. Let me get them heated back up, and then I might be able to show you guys in the camera, and then I'm going to go stretch my legs for a minute. You must have fun while you are making the beads. I think I'm awake now. Oh, meant have fun. Gotcha. But yeah, there's those two. We're going to pop them on into the kiln. All right, and then let me switch the torch off. I'll be right back, you guys. Alrighty. Back. They stay in the kiln for, I like to leave each bead in there for an hour. So what I do is for the last, like, when I put the last bead in, I'll set a timer and for an hour, and then I'll switch the kiln off. Some people won't leave their kiln going all day, and honestly, if it were air conditioned right now, I would probably have the kiln off and like try to put the beads into like a bead blanket to have them cool more slowly, and then I would just batch anneal them like overnight. But I'm kind of enjoying the warmth from the kiln right now. It's like it's not cold today, but it's just chilly enough that I don't mind the heat a bit. All right, gonna refill my wall. Start wearing purple, wearing purple. Start wearing purple for me now. Do y'all want to see what the fairy house looks like now that it's all dried and everything? Oh, I wish it was cool today. It's starting to get warm again and our AC is out. Oh no, Triquetro, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Whether y'all want to or not, I'm going to show you. So this is how the fairy house from yesterday is looking. And you can see the moss got all really nice and it's still a little soft. So it's not completely dry yet. So that's got a little bit more movement to it than what I would like. So I'm probably going to put a little bit more of the Mod Podge Ultra. And I'll do a couple layers of that. But yeah, those are nice and hard already. Our vine stuck on with that last little bit of super glue. That was nice, but it left a little like super glue. I'll need to go through and see if I can do anything about that. Yeah, super duper digging it. Very pleased. I'll need to do like a photo shoot and stuff later today with that. I'm going to see if we can't get in a little bit more of like this angle, because I don't want to be in the way of moving my hand past for when I'm swapping which side of the torch, like which hand I'm working with. All right, that should do us. Aw, thank you, Itzy. Hey, little sprite. Thank you, Teresa. I'm so pleased with it. Like I love to get into make it, and I love to get into share the process with y'all. Going out for a bit, the journey ripped her pinky nail out. Oh no! Was wondering who's bleeding all over the place with 6 dogs. Had to find out who was. Oh, Journey. Oh, I hope she's all right. Finding out. Okay. Finding out. Okay, not going out. I thought you were having to take her to the vet. Oh. Oh, Journey. Sweet baby. Aw, thank you, Venomous. Aw, thank you, Saki girl. I like it. And it looks so cool glowing, though. Next time, I definitely need to do some glow elements into the door. But that's for next time. Okay, what are we doing? We're setting stuff on fire. Let's go. Start wearing purple, wearing purple. Start wearing purple for me now. What color of beads should we do? Ooh, that's a nice like smoky quartz color. We've got some of these nice like deep muddy red filigrana. Ooh, this is a nice like dark violet, which is like a metallic finish. Let's do that one with some little antique ivory dots. It's not quite the right color. Though I do like that for like mushroom stems. Do I not have any other antique white string? that might be enough, but it might not too. Let me see if I've got an extra one. Oh yeah, we got some extra. I love buying stringer. It's so lazy of me, but I just love it. All right, what were we gonna do? Yeah, the antique violet with, yes, that'll be very nice. Okay. Ooh, black and purple. Let me get lined up for a black and purple next, because here we have like a kind of pale violet color, and it's like a root beer brown. That's black. This, I think, is the same color as that one. As is this one. All of my glass is so dusty, you guys. Oh, here's another. Oh, there's some of that blue aventurine. All right. Lettuce to the go. Oh, that is such a pretty, just turquoise color. I could just play with this stuff all day and never get a lick of work done, but I'd be happy anyways. I don't see any other purples. Oh, I've got this wisteria. All right. That'll be what we do for the black and purple. So that'll be good. What if you try an indigo and root beer brown? Ooh, let me grab, where'd that root beer go? All right, we got the, which I think the color name is like Terra Nova or something. So there's that one. And then an indigo, I would do this. I've got like a cobalt blue. Would that be good? And we do a touch of white underneath it to get that blue to pop. All right. So I've got our next couple lined up. And I'm going to be making 2 per mandrel because we're making earring pairs. Because I just think from like a crafter's perspective, it's like I wouldn't want to buy just like 1 bead. But if I get 2 beads, well, now I can make a pair of earrings. And that makes sense. I can't see a damn thing with these glasses on. What color was what? Okay. All right. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss. So how long are you able to use the flame before you need to refill the gas or oxygen or however it works? I can usually get, I don't know. I don't even know how long. I used to be able to go 4 streams before needing to get more oxygen. But I think I was streaming longer than 3 hours at that time. But like 12 hours worth of bead production. And it's like $60 to refill the oxygen. And I can't remember how much it is to refill the propane, but we went ahead and bought our oxygen tank, and I'm glad that we did because at the time it was only like $200 for a tank, and now it's like $450 for a tank. So I'm very happy to be able to go and just get it refilled. Because now it's, at the time it was significantly more affordable to get the oxygen tank, but now it's like I almost should just splurge for the oxygen concentrator. But that's a future Vaughn problem. I'm perfectly content with our current setup. So just wrapping that around. Are y'all able to get a good enough view of the beads from this angle? because I don't know how much I'll be charging for these. Like Randy and I do the pricing together, and he usually takes point on that. That way I don't put us out of business by not charging enough. But I'd love to be able to sell like $5 for a pair of earrings, like for a pair of beads. I don't think that's going to be doable though, but we'll see. Start wearing purple for me now. Lampwork cobalt blue looks great when you pair it with brown. Okay. I was like, hey, my friend and best friend, does this price sound reasonable? Yeah. No, it's just. So I think intrinsically the problem is that I don't value my own work as much as I should, because it's like somehow, well, I made it, therefore it's not worth much. So I'm still struggling against that. Um, hey, Wendy, do you want to go to Sam's Club today or tomorrow? Okay. Just oh, thank you. I'm just getting that melted in. Because I think I'm going to spend my evening watching other people make lampwork glass, so I can take notes, and weaving a scale top. Because there's no time like the present to start prepping for Dragon Con. Yeah, one of these 100% has more glass on it than the other. One of these things is not like the other. I'm pretty sure it's the hand side of the mandrel that needs more glass. Uh-oh. My camera died. I'm pretty sure it just crashed. Give me a sec and I'll get that situated. Oh, thank you, honey. Is it dead or did it just crash? Oh, that's nice. Thank you, baby. I love you. So it's come to my attention I'm very, very bad at flirting. And so this is like day 2 or 3 of me just doing like weird shit and then being like, do you feel flirted with? To my husband. And none of it works. I don't know how I ever snagged them, but ooh, level 9. Oh, thank you for letting me know, Triquetcha. Let me check the sizing. Because apparently just waggling my eyebrows at him while kind of like turning, that wasn't flirting, which I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Like, putting lip gloss on like it's clown lipstick isn't flirting. I thought I was being suggestive, but then I realized my lips were quite chapped, so I like got carried away. Blipped. Ah, gotcha, Bodega. Thank you. Sherry says I struggle with pricing too. I go to my sister for prices. She's good with it. Nice. My strategy is to go to Etsy, search hand like if I'm searching for beads, I'd be Lampwork glass beads, and I would look at like 10 listings. I'd click the ones that are like, oh, that's the same style of bead that if it's roughly about the same shape and size and style of dots. Because I'm not doing anything groundbreaking here. I'm just making basic glass beads. And that's okay. And I'll look at where they were manufactured, and I'll look at how many sales they have, because sometimes it'll be like $100 for a bead, and I'm like, yeah, but how many are you selling? Because if you're moving them, then I need to be charging my beads more, or charging more for my beads. And same thing if it's like for our leather working. Like let's say, if I made like a leather leaf mask, I would go to Etsy and I would look and see, and I'd just see what other folks are pricing them at, and how frequently they're making sales. And then that gives me a little bit of a gauge to then function within. And if I ever just really don't know, like if there's nobody else carrying anything like it, like with our dragon heads, I was like, well, let's make a couple that are just like 100 or 150, like very, very basic. What's the most basic of the design that I can do? And how much would I need to charge for that purely off of materials? And then how much would I like to make? And let's make a dragon head that would sell for that much. And then that gives me this is my highest end piece, this is my lowest end piece. Where does this one I just made fall in between? And that helps me. All right, it's time to start the dots. Two, three, four, one, two, three, four, one, two, three, four. No, I still stay like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to add just a touch more material to that one. Level 9. I don't even know what we're giving away. Y'all need to slow down, because I'm going to have to just grab something for whenever we do our level 10 giveaway. Hey, Mama Kay, how's it going? Vaughn, where did you say you got the clay that you were using yesterday on the fairy house? I got it from cosclay.com. It's COSCLAY.com. And I absolutely love it. Like, they've got great product information on their website, so they even give you like recommendations for mixing it with other clay. And yeah, so it's pretty cool. I love their stuff. They've got a bunch of different colors. I really like their glow in the dark, because they have a green and a blue glow in the dark. And really all the other glow in the darks on the market are super soft and sticky kind of as well. And theirs just glows so vibrantly, but it's rubbery whenever it's been baked, which I think is phenomenal. All right. Well, there's our earrings. I'm going to pop them into the kiln, and then we're going to do the next color. Oh, that's so neat. Oh, it's okay. I thought it was, I just have bad depth perception. I thought it was color, like light going through them. It was just reflecting red from the numbers on the kiln. Can't stop me now. Oh, Mama K says, I thought you said Costco. No, that'd be cool. No, Cosclay, Cosclay is the brand. You can find it on Amazon, but you can also, I think it's a better price if you go to their website. Sorry, the way that this sits on my nose, it like drives me nuts. Oh, Sherry, she says you make this look so easy. It's not. I'm scared. Like this whole time, I'm scared. But I'm having fun. And I so thoroughly enjoy y'all's company. So thank you guys for being here today and hanging out with me. We are heating the bead release onto our mandrel. That way the bead doesn't stick. And this one, we are going to be doing a purple and black. So we're actually going to do the core of our bead in black, which that's whenever I actually got to teach my friend James when he was still helping us ship every week. I was doing some torch work, and he was like, well, I want to make a bead. So I taught him to make a bead, and the black is what I use to teach that because it is very, very responsive. Like you can, I don't know if you'll be able to see. Before we get that heated up, let me zoom in just a little for you guys. So hopefully that's a good view. But whenever the black is molten, it turns orange. As soon as it's not orange, it's not moving anymore. And so if you're able to see how that's heating up, and then we'll just touch it to our mandrel and bring it around. There we go. And that's a super messy bead base. But that's okay. Oh, I was supposed to be doing matching pairs. And I did it a little too in the middle. I'll make another one off here to the side. Just trying to get these built up to rough about the same size. There we go. Stop adding glass to it. Oh no, Jean, well, welcome back. All right, so we're gonna heat that one up, and now we're gonna heat this one up. I think this is a winning camera angle. Like, I really like this. What do y'all think on being able to see what's going on with the beads? Right on. Oh, I love it when it rolls in the roller. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those beads rolling, rolling. All right, that one needs a little bit more material. That's okay. We'll add a little bit more material. And you want to keep them aglow. They don't cool so much. Because you want the glass to be vibing. Like, all the molecules vibrating at the same rate, so at the same temperature, because that way it helps us avoid getting tension in our glass, which causes the cracking and popping and stuff. That's the whole point of annealing the glass after we've made it into something, is to get it to be like the same vibe all the way through, and then to reduce it at the same rate, nice and slow, so all the particles of glass like chill out together. Because what is it, an amorphous liquid or something science? Oh, it's just hearing me talk through your headphones. Just heating that up, melting it in. And some of the glasses, like that baby blue, it doesn't start to turn orange until like it is ready. But the black glass is very expressive. It lets you know exactly what temperature it is by its color. Okay. I need to add a little bit more because we've got some unevenness. You can see there on the kind of south pole end of the bead. Add a teeny bit. You can always add more. It just gets kind of tricky to take some away. For me at least, because that's usually where I end up breaking my bead release, because just the lifting away tension of removing the glass. But I've seen other folks do it. I just am not able to at this time. It's going to take a lot more practice, and that's okay. I'm here for it. Shoo, there's a lady that I watch on the TikTok who she makes like 5 or 6 beads per mandrel, and they're all so beautiful and even. And I don't even know if I don't think she uses a bead roller either. I remind myself that comparison is the thief of joy, but I'm not comparing. I'm just in awe here. Like, she does good work. And that's a tricky thing to do with being on social media, is to observe and learn without comparison. Hard for me, at least. Hey, Cat and Cauldron, how's it going? Deep side. Just got home from work, stopped at Taco Masa on the way home, and picked up delightfully delicious burrito with a side of frijoles and rice. My tummy is so happy. That sounds delicious. I think we're having frozen pizza for dinner tonight and a can of green beans. Just like to crack open a cold one at the end of the day. Cold can of cut green beans. I'm gonna microwave it. I'm not an animal. Microwave it and put a little bit of butter on it. These are my sipping beans. All right, what are we doing? All right, I'm adding some of this pale purple for dots. Whoa! Ah, why do you gotta do that? All right, that's okay. Ah! All right, clearly I need this in a cooler part of the flame. I feel like I need a nap, right? Oh, no giveaways today. Be sure, if you want to participate in the giveaway, be sure to leave a comment on our Monday shop update video. I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to pick up that broken bit and have it explode even further. All right. Rum from Grumble. Ooh, that makes me so sweaty with like nerves when that happens. And that is because there's tension in the glass, like how we were talking. Some glass is clearly more finicky than others. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Ooh, let me get bigger. 2. I want to talk about buttered sausage. 3, 4. I don't want to talk about buttered sausage. I don't like jam. I like honey. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to melt this in. Right? Damn, that thing is aggro like a saltwater crocodile. I'll take the glass over a crocodile for certain. But yes. Well, hopefully I can put you to sleep, Bitsy. It's a nice, relaxing, exploding glass. So we just heat it a little. I don't know how much the camera picks up on it, but to my eye, it's just beautiful to get to watch the glass become molten and change colors and slowly form back into itself. So while we do this, I'm going to go ahead and heat up this, I think it's a wisteria by Creation is Messy. It's one of my favorite colors, and I don't think it's in production anymore. C'est la vie, but that's okay. Got a nice little bit of that going, and so I'm just going to touch. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to heat that in for just a moment. I don't want to melt it in too much because I don't want the dots to distort without me. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get a little more on that one. There we go. So that's how I like my glass to behave. It doesn't explode on me or nothing. I'll always find something to complain about. Alright, melting it in. Move into the other bead because I don't want to neglect one over the other. Y'all, I feel like I leveled up today on being able to do these 2 beads on one mandrel. That's fantastic. I'm going to heat that up a little bit, keeping it turning because I don't want gravity to distort what we've done. Ooh, should I put some air dots into? Yeah, I'm going to put some dots into these. Cementing in time a little air bubble from the day that I felt like I unlocked, not mastered, but unlocked 2 beads on one mandrel. Right, Cat and Culture says it's not fair that companies make things and get us to fall in love with their product and then they discontinue the item. Yeah, keeps it spicy though, that's for certain. All right, I am looking for my tungsten pick. Now I really feel like I'm going to be pushing my luck here on this one. If we end up with a broken bead, it is what it is. I would really love to sharpen this a little bit more, but again, this is what it is. All right, so from here, we heat it up, and I'm just going to push a little dimple. And we're heating up our clear, keeping it warm. Heat that up, and then I'm just going to go boop over that dimple. Now I'm going to do one here on this side, and I'm going to heat that up, and I'm just going to go like boop. I feel like I should do more than one dimple at a time. Boop. Yeah, we'll try that. All right. So now warming this bead up. I'm going to get it nice and hot right there. I'm going to go like, boop. I need to heat it more. Boop, there we are. I'm going to come over here to this one. And I'm going to go like, boop, like, like that. And then I'm going to go over to this one. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to go like, boop, like that. Yep. And then I'm going to go like this on that one. I'm going to go like, boop. But I got to be careful because if my metal gets too hot, it's going to stick. And then I'm screwed because I don't have any water over here by me. And Randy doesn't like it whenever I use my drinking water for sticking glass in, which I think is very reasonable. Okay, keeping them warm because I don't want to lose that dimple. Don't stop me now. Herpin' my derp derp, herpin' my derp derp, herpin' derpin' derpin' derp, and my herp derp. Gotta keep that one warm too. See, I can't worry about anything when I'm working on Lampwork glass. It's like I'm not stressed about bills or the school or my garden or anything. I am worried about not exploding and not ruining a bead and keeping these dimples on point. There we go. Oh, I gotta remember to blink though. Jesus. Okay. I'm not a violent person, but it makes me want to punch someone in the nose. What? What happened? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I get that. Remind me not to discontinue anything because I hate getting punched in the face. I mean, I hate getting punched, period. But getting punched in my nose is my rage button. Okay, so I'm gonna get that one nice and warm. I'm gonna go like, I'm gonna get that one nice and warm. We're gonna bring it over. We're gonna go like, boop. And we're gonna get that one nice and warm. And then we're gonna bring it over again. We're gonna, boop. I'm getting slap happy, y'all. I apologize. I'm not gonna stop, but I do apologize. Where's my super suit? Okay, so we've got our clear, keeping the situation nice and warm. And then getting that clear glass nice and hot because we want to just capture a little air bubble right in the belly button of that dimple. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one's done. And now we get to come over here and we're going to go 1, yes, 2, okay, 3, and 4. Oh yeah. All right, let's get them melted down and hope that they're relatively the same size. Whew. No, I'd never punch you in the nose. Thank goodness. Keep saying something about a giveaway. Yes, I think put something on Mondays. Right on. But yeah, we're back with the Monday shop updates and giveaways. Never have I ever done this on 2 beads on 1 mandrel with them matching, not to jinx it, this well. I'm gonna risk a little bit more propane just to get it hotter, to melt them in a little faster. It's a little too hot. No. Oh no. Oh, I was thinking and it turned on me. Oh, bother. That's okay. We can just cram it into the bead roller and recover it. I've goobied it up twice. Well, you know, that's just how it goes. I guess I have a new pair of earrings now. Oh, heck. That makes me less sad. That was so pretty, and then I goobied it. It just got caught on the edge of the bead roller. Oh, and they're not really the same size anyhow. Well, that's okay. You know, they're not the same size either, though. Yeah, this one is distinctly smaller. So I'm going to add just a little bit of clear. Because it's important to me that, you know, they're the same weight. You know, that'd be nice. Getting them to look perfectly the same, that's not really an option. Though, we could try to do both as gravity swirls, and then they would match, and I'd be able to sell them for full price because nobody except for you guys, unless you go telling, will know that I messed up on them. So don't tell on me, y'all. There we go. So yeah, we're going to try to get them both up to, let me test the size first. Because the last thing I want to do is to rush this and then booger goober them super bad. I would feel better and worse about this whole commission thing. When she first asked me about making it for her, she never told me that she wanted it for her wedding. I wish I knew that to begin with. Oh my goodness. You got this. Okay, so we're just getting it heated, and then I'm going to heat, tick, 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 heat, spinning it back around, heat, tick, heat, tick, heat, tick, heat, tick. I don't know if this is working or not. I'm telling you what, though, it looks really freaking cool. Except for now, they're both distorting wildly. Uh-oh. And they're turning at different rates. Booger. Oh, bother. Okay. You know what? It's fine. Oh no. What have I done? Made some of those beautiful beads I've ever made. That's what I've done. Holy mackerel. Oh, that is so pretty. I can clean the holes up on whenever I'm cleaning out the bead release. Oh my love, my darling, I'm hungry for your touch. Oh no, I need your love. Oh, and they're somehow like mirrored. Oh man. Oh, they look like butterfly fairy wings. Y'all, I'm going to call this stopping while I'm ahead. I'm going to do one more shaping on this one. And then these are going to be my last beads for the day. Because, oh my goodness gracious. Now again, like I said, the messiness around the bead holes, I can clean that up with my Dremel. Y'all. Oh my goodness. I need that troll to come back and call me fat some more because I think it gave me really good luck. Troll, troll, where is you? Oh, and that camera just died too. All right. See, on purpose. Yes, it was totally by design. It was intentional all along. That is not the case at all. Camera's gonna be back up online in just a sec, y'all. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Saki girl. So that being said, this is the end of our stream today, and this is our last live stream until a week from today. Like next Tuesday, we'll be back up and going at it again. Bodega says I kind of want to buy those beads now. I let me get them made like to completion. They might still crack in the kiln. They might crack whenever I am cleaning them. So let me get them up on the website to completion. And then it's going to be a free for all. But oh my God, that was so cool. I'm so excited to have gotten to make that style of bead for the very first time with you guys. That was a whole lot of firsts. A whole lot. First time doing double beads with air bubbles in them on the same mandrel, and first time doing a gravity swirl and doing the recovery of them going all wonky. We're going camping. Our friends are having their family like camp trip that they do every year, and they invited us along, and so we're gonna go camping. But yeah, we'll see you guys when we get back. We're still having a tutorial like video on Thursday. That's our full Anime St. Louis vlog, which I really enjoyed everything about that. I enjoyed recording it. I enjoyed the whole trip. I even enjoyed editing it. Like, I'm very happy that we have our stand-up desk because now I can stand and edit. I can stand to edit. So yeah, it's a very good day. Thank you guys for being here. I will see y'all in our next live stream in a week. Yeah, I already said that. Okay, I think I've said everything. If y'all have any questions, send us an email. We love you. Bye-bye. Happy crafting, you guys. Mwah. Bye.